to our next scene, which is going to be a theater game. This theater game is going to be entitled Split Ends. Now, split end scenes is kind of interesting. You'll see how it works as we begin. Before we begin, we're going to get our suggestion for what the split end scene should be about. So what we need is a place where conflict can just sort of naturally happen.
Restaurant.
Prison.
Airport.
I heard prison. And to me, that is a place full of conflict. Almost as full of conflict as my own house.
The big house.
Prison! And begin.
I can't get this brick out to escape! Guard! Guard! Okay. You are not my normal car. I am the MagiGuard. MagiGuard. The MagiGuard. Oh! That was like a heat ray gun right to the inside of my soul. Listen here, MagiGuard, I don't care if you're a new MagiGuard.
Keep your voice down.
I can't, that's why I can't quiet up. That's one of the reasons I'm in prison. I got no control over it. You'll just have to deal with it, MagiGuard.
MagiGuard.
MagiGuard. My other guard, he was a hard man, but he was fair. That guard once gave me a toothpick to try and escape with. Now I broke that toothpick, but that don't mean I don't deserve a second chance. So give me something that I can try to escape with, and then we'll have an understanding.
Put your hands on the bars. Bars of fire!
My hands are still into the bar! I can't move them! Ah!
Let's freeze the scene for a minute. What we've got here are two characters. One of them, the one played by the Yellow Fool, is an inmate. That inmate is asking the guard, the MagiGuard, for a toothpick to escape with. Clearly, the MagiGuard doesn't want to give him any sort of form to escape, just wants to punish him over and over again. You know, I think if this character had his way, he'd get the toothpick. But if this character had his way, he'd probably wind up punishing this character. So I'm going to ask you, the audience, shout out your answer. Which character do you want to see win the scene?
Yellow!
All right.
Yellow.
No whammies! Okay, so I heard yellow the most. So the Yellow Fool is going to win the scene. Now, I need someone to go ahead and shout out, what do you think the Yellow Fool could do to win this scene? Guys, you're distracting them. They can't think. All right, let's clear our mental palate. Go ahead and shout out an idea. How do you think the Yellow Fool can get a toothpick out of this guy?
Do a jig!
If he does a jig.
Wow.
What was that?
Sexual
Sexual favors. Or
Sexual favorite jig.
my favorite, both. All right. This scene is going to end where the Yellow Fool does the sexual favors jig. And in doing so, procures a toothpick. However, I think that's unfair to the Red Fool's character. I think that the Red Fool's character at the end of the scene, I think Red Fool's character, I think he's going to prevent the Yellow Fool from getting a toothpick. Now, what we have here is a contradiction. The scene ends where the Yellow Fool gets a toothpick, but it also ends where the Yellow Fool doesn't get a toothpick. How is that possible? Luckily, I just come up here, interrupt scenes, and add stipulations. I don't have to think about it. Guys, go ahead and you figure it out. Also, do that tongue stuff on me during intermission.
Ah, my hands are burning! Oh, you MagiGuard. You may have powers unlike any other guard.
Electrofloor.
I'm wearing rubber inmate boots. Electro floor, MagiGuard. That's it, MagiGuard. You are a harder and tougher man than my former guard. But I know what will overcome you. I know what overcomes all men in prison. And you will give me that toothpick, MagiGuard. Oh, yes, you will.
Are you threatening me?
I am threatening you, MagiGuard. And don't throw your voice. Be prepared. As I perform what all good inmates in prison should learn. If they need a pack of smokes, or if they need to avoid getting shanked in the yard while lifting weights. The sexual famous Jig. And at the end you will be mesmerized. And I will have my toothpick. And I will be able to escape. I don't want to do this. But I got it.
No, no! MagiGuard cannot resist the wily ways of the magic sexy favors jig. MagiGuard must remember MagiGuard's training. Must remember MagiGuard's training. MagiGuard's training. But in case of an emergency where they do the sexy dance jig, what can MagiGuard do?
You can, give the person sexual favors. Or you can be doomed.
MagiGuard casts Turn to Wood. Pew!
I've got me my toothpick now and a big old woody outside of my bars. Take that, MagiGuard. I'll win and you have lost as I have a toothpick and you were not supposed to let me have one. Hooray! A hole has been made.
Return to flesh.
And I'm stuck halfway through the hole.
MagiGuard lacks a finger.
Ew! MagiGuard!